Grant is back in the square and, just like old times, at Phil's throat as he accuses his brother of helping Peggy die and then asks for the cash he's owed. Frustrated, he storms out and straight into the arms of a local. But who's the lucky lady? Later, Kathy tries to get through to him, but her pleas fall on deaf ears when he demands the money she owes him. She turns to Ian, but he refuses to help Grant and tells him to talk to Phil. That's not going to happen. Meanwhile, lonely Ben goes to see Paul's body and later realises what's really going on with Jay. It seems they can only rely on each other. Then, amazingly, Ben tells Phil he's leaving justice for Paul to the cops. Claudette warns Babe to stay clear of the cokers, but after she worms her way back into the Vic, she demands more blackmail money. War is brewing. Carmel's frustrated at the state of the market and decides to apply for the inspector's job. But when she suggests to Maz they're friends with benefits, he misunderstands and turns her down. Carmel and Kush decide to go to the Alberts dating night, but in the very definition of orcs, end up paired with each other. Next, we look what's happening in Weatherfield. Leanne's mortified when Nick plans to set up next to the bistro and destroy Robert, who's doing a good job of it himself. Robert's furious when Nick gets him collared for drink driving, but Leanne forces them to agree on a 50-50 split of the bistro, with her as manager. But pregnant Leanne's in turmoil when Nick wants to set a date. She pushes back, and Nick gets jealous of her and Robert. Is he about to implode again? Eva thinks that Aidan's bought Carla's flat, unaware Johnny has rented it as a love nest for him and Jenny. Aidan apologises for the confusion and promises they'll move in together soon. But does he mean it? Maria, meanwhile, is furious when Luke mistakenly sends the wrong flowers to Kate from Kaz, and when Aidan consoles her, one thing leads to another, if you know what I mean. Phelan tries to worm into Sally's inner circle, hoping to ease through his development proposal, but Todd tells her to check it carefully. She does, and Phelan is highly narked. We preview events in Emmerdale next. A guilty Lachlan almost spills the beans to Andy after Chrissy urges her son to make up with Lawrence, and Andy tells Rakesh the lad knows something. Chrissy spins her best lies to convince him that Lachlan had nothing to do with the shooting, then plots against Rakesh after guessing he torched the mill. She wants a deal. She'll buy the mill if he ensures Andy goes down for the shooting. Hasn't love turned to loathing super fast? Meanwhile, Rakesh is feeling the pinch when Pierce backs up James as he attempts to get his deposit for Wiley's farm back. Then, Rona reveals to Priya that Pierce fleeced Rakesh at poker, but Pierce refuses when Rona urges him to return the winnings. Rakesh can't believe Andy doesn't realise Chrissy set him up. He visits him and is torn when Andy says Chrissy will crumble if he goes to prison. If only he knew. Is Andy about to find out what she's really capable of?